Welcome back to Narcissism Freedom. If this message found you today, it's not by accident. There is a quiet shift that happens in your life after you've been through narcissistic abuse. It doesn't come with loud announcements or dramatic moments. It comes in stillness, in clarity, in the way you begin to feel different inside. And one day, you realize something powerful. You've outgrown the narcissist. Not just physically or emotionally, but spiritually and mentally. And the truth is, even if you haven't said a word, they can feel it. Today, we're going deeper into 7 signs you've already outgrown the narcissist and why your transformation unsettles them more than anything else ever could. The first sign is that you no longer feel the need to explain yourself. There was a time when you over-explained everything, hoping they would finally understand you, finally see your heart, finally validate your experience. But now, something has shifted. You've realized that people who are committed to misunderstanding you will never be satisfied with your truth. So instead of exhausting yourself trying to be heard, you choose peace. You let your silence speak. And in that silence, you reclaim your energy. This is powerful because the narcissist thrived on your need to explain. Without that, they lose access to your emotional world. The second sign is emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you've become cold or numb. It means you've become grounded. Their words don't carry the same weight anymore. The guilt trips, the manipulation, the subtle insults, they no longer shake your foundation. You observe instead of absorb. And that shift is everything. Where you once reacted, now you respond with awareness or not at all. The narcissist feels this deeply because they can no longer provoke the emotional reactions they once controlled. Your calm becomes your protection. The third sign is clarity. What once felt confusing now feels obvious. You see the patterns clearly, the love bombing, the devaluation, the gaslighting. You recognize the cycles that kept you stuck. And more importantly, you trust yourself again. That inner voice you once doubted has become your guide. You're no longer asking, "Am I overreacting?" Instead, you're saying, "I see exactly what this is." Clarity is one of the greatest forms of freedom because it breaks the illusion. And once the illusion is broken, it can never fully control you again. The fourth sign is that you've stopped chasing closure. This is a big one. You've realized that closure is not something the narcissist can give you. In fact, waiting for them to give you closure only keeps you tied to them. So you take your power back by creating your own closure. You accept what happened without needing their apology, their accountability, or their validation. You release the need for answers that were never going to come. And in doing so, you free yourself from the emotional loop. The narcissist feels this shift because they can no longer keep you hooked through unresolved questions. The fifth sign is stronger boundaries. You no longer tolerate what once drained you. You no longer make excuses for behavior that disrespects you. Whether it's limiting contact, going no contact, or simply saying no without guilt, your boundaries have become firm. And more importantly, they're consistent. You don't just set boundaries, you enforce them. This is something the narcissist struggles with because boundaries remove their access to you. They may test you, push against you, or try to guilt you into lowering your guard, but you stand firm. And that firmness is a reflection of your self-worth. The sixth sign is a shift in focus. Your energy is no longer centered around them. You're no longer analyzing their behavior, trying to figure them out, or waiting for them to change. Instead, your focus has returned to you. Your healing, your growth, your purpose. You begin investing in yourself in ways you never did before. You rediscover parts of yourself that were suppressed. You start building a life that feels aligned and peaceful. And this shift is something the narcissist feels strongly because it means they are no longer the center of your attention. Their influence fades as your self-connection strengthens. The seventh sign is peace. Real, grounded, unshakable peace. Not the temporary calm that depends on external circumstances, but the kind that comes from within. It's the peace of knowing who you are. The peace of no longer needing validation from someone who couldn't give it. The peace of choosing yourself again and again. This kind of peace is powerful because it cannot be manipulated. And the narcissist recognizes this. They may not understand it, but they feel it. Your peace becomes a boundary they cannot cross. What makes all of this so powerful is that your growth doesn't just change you, it changes the dynamic. The narcissist can feel when their control is slipping. They can sense when you're no longer emotionally available in the same way. And that's often when they try to re-enter your life, test your boundaries, or provoke a reaction. But by this point, you're not the same person anymore. You've evolved. The Bible reminds us in 2 Timothy 1 verse 7, "For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." And that is exactly what you are stepping into. You are no longer operating from fear, confusion, or self-doubt. You are operating from power, clarity, and truth. And here's something important to remember. Outgrowing the narcissist doesn't mean the past didn't affect you. It means it no longer defines you. It means you've taken the lessons, the pain, and the experience, and turned it into wisdom. It means you've chosen growth over staying stuck. So, if you're recognizing these signs in yourself, take a moment to honor your journey. Healing is not easy. Growth is not easy. But you did it. And you're still doing it. If this message resonates with you, drop 777 in the comments as a sign that you are stepping into your power and leaving the past behind. Your voice matters, your story matters, and your healing matters. Thank you for being here and being part of this community. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Narcissism Freedom. And if you feel led to support the channel, you can visit supportnarcissismfreedom.com. Stay grounded, stay aware, and most importantly, keep choosing yourself.